Hey, the wonders of Thedas. Our Lehman once bought me a miniature Gollum doll here. When I was young. Really young.
Yes, make it quick. Strange. Let's see this. I knew it! I gave that man the best 7 weeks of my life. Well, I guess he won't have me to push around anymore. Ha!
Welcome to the wonders of Thedas. We carry items crafted by the Circle, as well as a variety of antiquities. Is there anything you would like to see? Welcome to the wonders of Thedas. Welcome to the wonders of...
And so I shall. As you desire.
Yes? What are you doing here? No. No, I am Waylon. Brother Genitivi's assistant. When you first came in, I was hoping that you had news of Brother Genitivi. Wishful thinking, it seems. I haven't seen Brother Genitivi in weeks. He sent no word. It's so unlike him. I'm afraid something has happened. Genitivi's research into the urn may have led him into danger. Perhaps the urn has been lost for a reason. I pray for Genitivi's safety, but hope dwindles with each passing day. I tried to send help, but some knights came from Redcliffe looking for him not long ago. I sent them after Genitivi, and they too have disappeared. Now don't ask me where they went. You'll go after them. And what if ill luck should befall you too? This search is a curse on all of us. Some things are not meant to be found. I know that now. So be it. All he said before he left was that he would be staying at an inn near Lake Callinhard, investigating something in that area. If you were wise, you would turn away and never look back. Please, I beg you. I do not think this will end well. All actions have consequences. Perhaps Genitivi brought this on himself. Genitivi could not see how the search had consumed him. It was all he thought about. I hated seeing him like that. I'm not surprised it led to this. It is just the fear speaking. You're wasting time. If you insist on going after Brother Genitivi, you should leave as soon as possible. I mean, well, you seemed so earnest. If anyone is to find him, they should do it sooner rather than later. Of course. Why are you questioning me? Yes, of course. Thank you for your concern. It's been a very difficult time for me, and sometimes I don't know what to think or feel. I want Genitivi to be rescued, but I don't want more people to be hurt. You understand, don't you? Good luck. May you find the answers you seek.
My cousin was sent to Ostagar before the battle. I hope he's my cousin was sent to Ostagar before the battle. I hope he's all right.
What can I get you, stranger? Right, I'll show you around. What can I get you, stranger? Right, I'll show you around. What can I get you, stranger?
Right.
What can I get you, stranger?
Right.
What can I get you, stranger?
Right. This is where the nobility comes to get drunk and decide who is the most self-important of them all.
What can I get you, stranger?
Right.
What can I get you, stranger?
Right.
What can I get you, stranger? Queen Honora issued a plea to the Benorn to stand down lest there be a repeat of the winter's breath elsewhere. I don't think they're listening, though. Many of them think Honora isn't even the one really speaking. They say the Queen does what her father tells her. Can't say I blame them. Anything else you need? There's news come out of Redcliffe at last. Seems that Arl Eamon has come down with some deadly sickness, probably the blight, and he may even die. If he does, that probably means no one else can stand up to Tyrn Loghain in the Landsmeet. Rather fortunate turn for Tyrn, no? Anything else you need? Stories are circulating about a Grey Warden forming a new army. Not Loghain, not the Benorn, but something else. Oral House says this new army would just add to the chaos, but nobody's listening to him anymore. You wouldn't know anything about that, I assume. Huh? I thought not. Anything else you need? I heard a story today. Bangrain put her own fields to the torch, rather than let Loghain's men feed off them. 3 of them died in the flames. Some of the soldiers got angry and chased the woman down in her own manner, putting a sword through her. Without permission, is the excuse we're told. Loghain killed Grain's husband at Winter's Breath. She had a right to do with her crop as she pleased. This is still for Eldon, isn't it? Freeholder answers to no one. Anything else you need?
My shift's nearly over. Thank Andraste. All the news is troubling these days. When will the war end?
So tell me, was the Tower of Magi everything you thought it would be?
Abominations running rampant? Templars ready to slaughter every mage in sight? Yes, it rather met all my expectations.
You don't think you might have been better off getting your training there, instead of whatever your mother taught you?
You're right. My mother didn't nearly have as many abominations running about. That certainly would have improved my education.
I'll give you that one.
I'm so relieved.
Of course.
Now we drink more! I'm a Crimson Ore! Which way you looking, or we'll rip your damned eyes out and piss in your skull! Another round for me men!
I suppose you want a drink now, do you?
and so I shall.
Another visitor in my store. Enjoy browsing my wares. Master Trader Ignacio, at your service, good sir. My cousin and I have trade connections all along the seaways. We have furniture, silks, carvings, and much more. Cesar handles the trade stock, I handle other affairs. No. Not yet. Perhaps one day. No, I am not. I am a trader at heart. My home is the road. But I was born past the waking sea in Antiva. It has been many, many years since I have seen her. But the road is a better mistress than my home city ever was. On the docks of Rialto, life is cheap. As cheap as the dockside ale and the soiled whores. You can live a longer life out here. And a wise man can make a comfortable fortune in time. Straightforward, predictable danger is refreshing to me. Any moment in Rialto the streets can run red, and often do. I'd take Darkspawn any day. At least you can see them coming. Luck be to you, Warden.
If you have coin, welcome to our shop. If not, move along. Too many refugees blocking customers. Better trade cities to the north, but plenty good trade here. Now with war and blight, business is bad. Oh yes.
Be careful with that package, you lazy slut. It's worth more than you'll make in 10 years.
As you wish.
He came at me! It's not my fault! Why'd he come at me? He came at me! It's not my fault! Why'd he come at me?
All right.
Yeah, they got to learn not to mess with me. Us, right? I mean, he's just going to disappear, right?
Magic exists to serve magic exists to
Those stung with 100 arrows, those suffering from ailments both great and small, his heart was strong, and he moved on.
They shall be named Malefica. They shall find...
Mate, you walked into the wrong neighborhood. Get him. Do it quick. Don't want to disturb the boss. Mate, you walked into the wrong neighborhood. Get him. Do it quick. Don't want to disturb the boss.
All right.
Direct me.
Dad.
At me!
Delighted. As you decide. All right.
Let me be.
Yes? Of course. Good day.
All right.
I am.
At your order.
Drooling and save some dignity.
Let's make this quick!
I should just... Oh, this should be good. Now we get our hands dirty. All right. Delightful.
That's a lot of blood. On it.
Let's finish this. It's your time. Let us end
You need help?
I just like a drunk!
yet to see.
Very well.
I am here. I shall do so. As you wish. I see.
Here.
Tear them apart!
Immediately. Oh, this should be good. Yes.
On it.
Say the word.
As so be it. I see.
I am ready. This is not. Direct me.
You need help?
I shall do so. So be it. Very well.
What now?
Right. On it.
Of course. As you desire.
Direct me. I am ready. Ready. I see.
Of course.
As you wish. No mercy! I see. Fools! Fall!
Very well.
As you wish.
Ready.
Let's have it!
Your wish.
Yes?
Your wish? be it. I shall do it.
Where now? I am here.
It's your time to die! Victorious! Go.
We go to combat!
As you desire.
Let's finish. I am ready.
At your order.
You will learn to fear me!
We go to combat!
Oh, this should be good.
Your orders?
Run while you can!
For the Grey Wardens!
I cannot be defeated.
As you say.
Let us go. Yes? You will learn to fear me.
I know not how you're survived thus far. Is it luck or providence? No matter. You will not survive this!
I see. I shall do it.
I know not how... Is it...
Direct me.
Very well.
Your orders?
Yes. Direct. Another battle, I see. Ready.
All right.
All right.
At your order.
And so I Of course. And so I shall.
Oh? Let's finish this.
All right.
I shall do it. Danger approach. An order. I cannot be defeated.
Good day.
Of course.
Something you need? I'm sure either my boy or... I'm sure you... Are you sure I can't interest... I'm sure... You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the...
Goodbye. Enchantment?
If there's anything I'm sure... You and your friends are... I'm sure...
It speaks. Its journeys are fascinating. I had thought its chances slim, but perhaps I'm even wrong on that point. Does it wish me to leave? I can, though I see no reason to go. Refreshing. No.
You called. I am hardly surprised. To put it lightly, no one has a place here. Your farm... Very well. Speak, then. Then I suggest we move on. As you wish.
Ask away. Of course. Such as they are. About the Grey Wardens and ask away. Of course. I didn't know them for very... They were quite a group. Actually, they felt like an extended family since we were all cut off from our former lives. We also laughed more than you'd think. There was this one time... Well, you probably don't want to hear stories about men, didn't you? There was one Grey Warden who came all the way from the Anderfells. What was his name? Gregor. He was a burly man with the biggest, fuzziest beard you've ever seen. And the man could drink. He drank all the time, but he never got drunk. Finally, we all made a pool to see just how many pints it would take to put him under the table. Oh, I honestly doubt it. You might have tried, but this fella had a supernatural constitution, I swear. Anyhow, we never did find out. He said he'd drink a pint for every half pint that the rest of us drank. He was still going by the time the rest of us were passed out. I'm told that Duncan walked in later on and saw us all passed out from one end of the hall to the other, and Gregor still drinking. Duncan laughed until he nearly... until... Yes, I suppose. I thought I was done with this, but it just struck me that I have nothing to remember Duncan by. Nothing at all. There's no body, not even a token of his that I could take with me. That must sound really stupid to you. I just would have liked something of his to take with me, that's all. Well, there's no use in moaning about it, is there? He's gone. Let's just go.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed. Yes.
I'm wondering something. I'd like to know your thoughts about some of our traveling companions. Do you mind if I ask? I've got this nefarious plan to go around to each of them and secretly tell them all the nasty things you said. That way they'll mutiny and I shall become the group leader. Hey, that's a pretty good policy. Where exactly is lunch, anyway? Seriously, though, I'm only curious. I've had enough time to form my own opinions, and I just want to see if yours are any different. Zevran, the elf. You can't trust him, can you? Do you believe his so-called vow? Well, no. Not really. Of course not. It's still a serious question. Do you believe him or not? Really? Why? That's a lot of trust to put in someone who tried to kill you. Well, if you are, then maybe I should too. But that doesn't mean I won't keep an eye on him. He's just too shifty. What about Sten? The way he looks at me with those eyes. Creepy. And he's so quiet for someone so big. Yet he doesn't seem quite so bad as the Chantry tells us. According to them, his philosophy is vile and evil. Yet he seems so reasonable. And yet, he killed all those people. He doesn't even deny it. Doesn't that bother you? I'm not so sure that his regret means the same as it would for us. The Kunari sense of honor is a bit hard to grasp. For me, anyway. Morrigan. Do you trust her? Think about it. Maybe Flemeth sent her with us for some other reason than she said. Well, aside from the fact that she's a complete and utter bitch, no, I don't like her at all. Why, do you? Great. I am thrilled beyond words. No, really. Enough. I think my curiosity is sated. Let's get back to it, shall we? Ask away. Of course. Such as they are. About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. Ask away.
You call? Can I respond in poetry? No? How sad. I wouldn't have spoken about it before, but you have been a good friend. There is no reason for me not to speak of it now. There is a reason I accepted this mission in Ferelden, far away from home, and it had nothing to do with any thought that I might leave the Crows. Meeting you, after all, was quite an accident. My last mission before this one did not end well. I do not know. A little of both, perhaps. You must realize that until that day I was cocky and arrogant. I was the best crow in Antiva, I believed, and I bragged of my conquests often, both as an assassin and lover. Indeed, I was often told I was insufferable, right before I ended up in bed with someone. Such is how it was. One of the Crow Masters grew tired of my boasting. My bid for an incredibly difficult mark was accepted, much to my surprise. A wealthy merchant with many guards and completely silent. Taliesin agreed to be part of my team, as well as an elven lass named Rina. She was a marvel. Tough, smooth, wicked. Eyes that gleamed like justice. Everything I thought I desired. Rina was special. I had closed off my heart, I thought. But she touched something within me. It frightened me. When Taliesin revealed to me that Rina had accepted a bribe from the merchant, told him of our plan, I readily agreed that she needed to pay the price and allowed Taliesin to kill her. Rina begged me not to. On her knees, with tears in her eyes, she told me that she loved me and had not betrayed us. I laughed in her face and said that even if it were true, I didn't care. Yes, it was. Taliesin cut her throat, and I watched her bleed as she stared up at me. I spat on her for betraying the Crows. When Taliesin and I finally assassinated the merchant, we found the true source of his information. Rina had not betrayed us, after all. Of course not. I didn't care to know. I wanted to tell the Crows what we had done, our mistake. Taliesin convinced me not to. He said it would be a foolish waste. So we reported that Rina had died in the attempt. We needn't have bothered. The Crows knew what we had done. The master who disliked me told me so to my face. He said the Crows knew, and they didn't care. And one day, my turn would come. To rub it in my face, perhaps. That I was nothing. That she was nothing. You once asked why I wanted to leave the Crows. In truth, what I wanted was to die. What better way than to throw myself at one of the fabled Grey Wardens? And then, this happened. And here I am. No. What I want is to begin again. Whatever it is I sought by leaving Antiva, I think I have found it. I owe you a great deal. Let us return to your mission, shall we? Suddenly, I do not feel like standing about. You call? Again? I'm game.
What's on your mind? I try not to dwell too much on the mistakes of my past, of which there are many. I would go quite mad if I did that. But I do have one regret. The greatest misstep of my life, made even more grave because it had dire consequences for someone else. Years ago, I was assigned as mentor to a lad, Anarin. He was my first apprentice. Anarin was an elf, raised in one of the elven alienages, and he was very mistrustful of humans, especially humans in authority. All he knew of the humans was what he had seen in the alienage. He was very wary of us. What Anarin needed was time. Time to get used to his new home, time to emerge from his shell, so we could build a rapport. I gave him no such time. I was young and arrogant. He is a mage, I thought. He needs to grow up and act like one. I expected too much from him, too quickly. I gave no consideration to his origin or his feelings, and he retreated further from me. All I could think of was how stubborn he was, how he was throwing away all his talent and his potential, just to be difficult. Oh, age and wisdom have mellowed me. I was quite different back then. Much more unforgiving. You cannot plant crops in the cold, wintry ground. You cannot teach a student who is closed off and unresponsive. Patience is what is needed, and I learned that too late to help him. Anarin ran away from the circle one night. I had berated him over some trivial, ridiculous matter that I no longer remember. I drove him away because of something utterly unimportant. He was a child, 14 at the time of his leaving. They had his phylactery, and they hunted him down. The phylactery is a vial of blood taken from a mage. But blood is connected to life, and your blood can be used to track you down. They called him Maleficar, a mage who practices forbidden magic, deserving of death. He was a child, misunderstood and lost. I begged the Templars to tell me if he suffered, if they gave him a quick death. I got no answers from them. I was his mentor, and they wouldn't even tell me what became of him. I should have known better. I had the best mentors. They were kind, compassionate. Why didn't I learn from them? I failed Anarin. All I had to do was listen to him. He would try to talk to me, and I would tell him to concentrate on his spells. He talked about the alienage sometimes, and the Dalish. He always talked about looking for the Dalish elves. The Templars are well-trained and thorough. That he still lives, it would be a vain hope. The apprentices that came after Anarin benefited greatly from the lessons I learned from him. In a sense, he was my teacher, and I his student. And there it is. My story, my one greatest regret. What's on your mind? I will answer to the best of my ability.
I have a thought. We have an opportunity that I believe we should take advantage of. To the point. My mother was once divested of a particular grimoire by a most annoying Templar hunter. It occurred long before I was born, but even today, Flemeth speaks of the loss with great rage. With the circle of magi in such disarray, it occurs to me that this might be the perfect time to recover the tome from their possession, for surely it eventually ended up in their hands. Flemeth is a sorceress of legend, is she not? And her grimoire would be more than a mere curiosity to mages that daren't even glance towards the places my mother has walked for eons. No doubt 'tis considered something dangerous, perhaps best locked away somewhere dark, yes? And if not, then at least I know it does not exist. But there is no harm in looking, surely? 'Tis a book of spells, of the sort that Flemeth has dabbled with throughout her long life. 'Tis not the sort of thing that would benefit a mage of the standard variety. They were taught a different path. I, however, was taught by my mother. I know a way around the wards my mother would have placed on such a tome. I know the language that she would have written it in. I would find such a tome most useful. Useful in the way that it might increase my power. Useful in the way that I would become more useful to you. Does that not follow? Dangerous? All knowledge is potentially dangerous. If you have some fear of me such that I should not be allowed such knowledge, then by all means deprive me of it. I have no ulterior motive for seeking it, however. It did not occur to me when we were still in the Mage Tower. I wish it had. Truly, Mother has assumed for a long time that the tome was lost forever. I only remembered it now after thinking what treasures might be found in the Circle of Magi's tower now in its condition.
My eternal gratitude?
At the very least, it shall enable me to help you more. Or were you perhaps looking for some other reward? Then something will have to be done about that sometime. Good. I am most interested to see its contents, should it be located. The grimoire is leather-bound and adorned with the symbol of a leafless tree, should you come across it. If not, however, then I shall simply put it out of my mind. It is cold in my tent, all alone. So you shall come to my tent? But whatever shall we do in that tiny little space together while we wait for it to warm? Good. Then let us waste no more time with foolish talk. I see the stories they tell of Greywarden endurance are not exaggerated. Oh, finished with me now, are you? Well, you do not get away so easily as that. I will have my way with you until I am satisfied, out of a sense of fairness, if nothing else. Nothing at all. I simply like making things difficult for you. Simply know that I have no designs on your independence. I wish only to do what I desire, and if that coincides with what you desire, then so be it. And should you decide not to continue our misadventure, then so be it. Very simple, is it not? Oh, now you ruin the mood by speaking profanities. Silly man. Come then, let us be off before the others begin to stare.
Ask away.
You wish to talk? Ah, good. I have a question for you. You and Morrigan are quite close, are you not? I am curious as to the nature of your relationship. Jealous? Not I, no. But one does not need to be jealous to be leery of rushing headlong into complicated situations. You and I have had our fun, but Morrigan does not seem the type to share. If there is something between you, I'll happily step aside. Complication avoided. Everyone is happy. Have we not? I enjoy our time together, but it is not so simple as that. I make no claims upon you, nor would I dream of such. You are free to pursue your fancies as you desire, and I would have it no other way. Morrigan, however, would not feel the same. If there is truly something between you and I, it cannot include her. Surely you know this to be so. And what would you have me do then? I am many things. A murderer, a thief, a lover, but I am no cheat. If whatever is between us cannot be honest, let it not be at all. Yes, that is how it usually goes. What can I say, truly? Morrigan is a lucky woman. At any rate, the air is now clear and we are free to continue on. Come, we've much to do.
I noticed that you were foolishly spending a great deal of time with that assassin. Do you take me for a fool? That is not what I am referring to at all. The elf is attractive enough in his way. I can see why you would find another man such as him desirable. My point is that you and I have shared a bed together. It seems hardly fitting to have you doting upon another at the very same time, does it? I have no doubt that he could and that you would be interested in such. I am not. The crux of the matter is this. I do not share. You may do as you wish, but if you pursue another, you may not also dally with me. I will not be where I am not valued. I simply wish to know where I stand. I am, in fact, the elf or I. It cannot be that difficult. Then I trust you will make that clear to Zevran. Agreed? Ah, and before I forget my original thought, I have something for you. 'Tis a ring. Now before you get any foolish notions, let me explain. Flemeth once gave me the ring because it allowed her to find me no matter where I went, in case I was ever captured by hunters. I disabled its power as soon as we left the wilds. Recently, however, I thought to change it. Now, I will be able to find whoever wears it instead. It is not to track you, you understand. I believe you are too important to risk. If you were to get captured, however, it would be far easier to find you with this. I see. As you wish, then. Obviously, I have an ulterior motive, passing you a dangerous magical object on the sly. Best to refuse, really. Forget I said anything. In fact, leave me be. I await your command. We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. Oh? This is new. I take it this is supposed to change something. It appears I enjoy your company too much to remain angered. Have it your way. I await your command. We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. I am here because Flemeth commanded me to aid you. Why? Do you wish me to leave? I can do so if you prefer. Are you sure? If I leave, I can be of no further use to you. So be it. May you find your victory on your own.
You wish to talk? Ah, good. You and Morrigan are quite close, are you not? Ah, I make... Morrigan, however, would not feel the same. If there is... And what would you have me do then? I am meant... No need to apologize. This is how things must be. At any rate, the air... What say you? Again? I'm game. I cannot leave. Did we not already discuss this? If I leave now, it is as good as a death sentence. The Crows will never allow me to escape. I rather thought we had become friends, you and I, despite the way of our introduction. Is this truly what we have come to?
And so I shall.
Ooh, now the fun part. Come now, you can't be serious.
The finer scene of carnage I have yet to see!
Of course.
You wish to talk? Ah, good. I have a question. You and Morrigan are quite close, are you not? Isn't it? I've watched you and she together. I know a complication when it rears its head and threatens to bite. You and I have had our fun, but Morrigan does not seem the type to share. What I want, if only it were so simple. I make no claims upon it. Morrigan, however, would not feel this... Ah, then it was good we settled this now, no? At any rate...
I have something for you. I disabled its power as soon as we left the wilds. It is not to track you, you understand. I have no desire to see us part company so soon. Not unless we wish to, that is. Do not read more into it than is there. You have supplied me with equipment. Certainly this is not so very different, is it? I see. As you wish, then. I await your command. We are in camp, so 'tis... Oh, this is new. It appears... I await your command. We are in camp, so 'tis... I notice that you are foolishly spending a great... The elf is attractive enough in his way. I can see why you would find another man such as him desirable. My point is that you and I have shared a bed together. It seems hardly fitting to have you doting upon another at the very same time, does it? I suddenly find myself acting the possessive wife. I do not enjoy it, and I have little doubt that 'tis just as unappealing to you. The crux of the matter... I will not be where I am not valued. I simply wish to know where I stand. There is no need for apologies. If he is what you truly desire, then let us dispense with any further pretense. Go, and do as you wish. I await your command. We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
You call? Again? I'm game. I see. I am tempted to ask why, but I suspect I already know the answer. I swore to remain at your side, so here I shall remain. Yet you would have us be strangers. So be it. You wish to... You and Morrigan are quite close. Morrigan, however, would not feel the same. And what would you have me do then? And glad I am to hear it. You will need to be the one that tells Morrigan, however. Preferably when I am not somewhere nearby. Now then, shall we move on to more pleasant topics? How about poetry, Well, trust me then. You won't be hearing it now. It was recited to me, as I recall, by a... Songs of hot breath upon my neck. Songs of soft grants by my head. Songs of hands on muscled back. Songs of thee come to my bed. Oh, I had sex with her anyway, but that goes without saying. She still had... Here I thought you might be cheered up by some naughty poetry. You simply look so... grim. Such an unflattering expression for such a handsome face. No? That is good to know. Though you might have fooled me with those serious eyes of yours. Me, I tend to make the best of whatever situation I find. Oh? Then I... Enough? You wish... You and Morrigan are quite close, are you not? Isn't it? You and I have had our fun, but... And I have no burning need to do so, but this is not so simple a matter. I make no claims about it. Morrigan, however, would not feel the same. If there is truth... And what would you have me do then? I am many things. A murderer, a thief, and... Now then, shall we move on to more pleasant topics? Trust me, you'll know even less once I tell you this. It was recited... Songs of hot breath upon my neck. Songs of soft grants by my head. Songs... Oh, I know. I had sex with her anyway, but that goes without saying. She still had to die. Well, it's not as if she didn't enjoy herself. Certainly there are much less pleasant ways to spend your last hours, no? You know, Here I thought you might be cheered up by some naughty poetry. You simply look so... grim. Do you? It's always pleasing to have one's efforts recognized. Good karma all around. Me, I tend to make the best of whatever situation I find myself in, stealing what moments I can. Or you could ignore my advice, considering where my brilliance has gotten me. Enough poetry, I think. You and Morrigan are quite close, are you not? You and I have had our fun, but Morrigan, however, would not feel the same. If there is truly something between you and I, it can... And what would you have me do then? Now then, shall we move on to more pleasant topics? Songs of hot breath upon... So, I had sex with her anyway, but that goes without saying. Here I thought you might be cheered up by some naughty poetry. You simply... Ah, who wouldn't? Burn me in the chantry if you must, but you're a man to stoke the lust in women and other men alike. Surely you know this, and you're playing with me. Me, I tend to make the best of whatever situation I find myself in. Still... But you are a sour... Enough?